Question is, given the following anonymous block, what should a developer consider for an environment that has over 10,000 case records? Option A. The transaction will succeed and changes will be committed. Option B. The transaction will fail due to exceeding the governor limit. Option C. The try-catch block will handle any DML exceptions thrown. Option D. The try-catch block will handle exceptions thrown by governor limits. Correct answer is option A. Next question is, a developer has two custom controller extensions where each has a save method. Which save method will be called for the following Visualforce page? Option A. Extension A save method. Option B. Extension B save method. Option C. Standard controller save method. Option D. Runtime error will be generated. Correct answer is option C. Next question is, universal containers wants opportunities to be logged from editing when reaching the closed won stage. Which two strategies should a developer use to accomplish this? Choose two options. Option A. Use a flow builder. Option B. Use a validation rule. Option C. Use the process automation settings. Option D. Mark fields as read-only on the page layout. Correct answer is option B and option D. Next question is, what are two benefits of the Lightning Component Framework? Choose two options. Option A. It simplifies complexity when building pages but not applications. Option B. It provides an event-driven architecture for better decoupling between components. Option C. It promotes faster development using out-of-box components that are suitable for desktop and mobile devices. Option D. It allows faster PDF generation with Lightning components. Correct answer is option B and option C. Next question is, a method is passed a list of generic S objects as a parameter. What should the developer do to determine which object type, account, lead, or contact, for example, to cast each S object? Option A. Use the first three characters of the S object ID to determine the S object type. Option B. Use the getSObjectType method on each generic S object to retrieve the S object token. Option C. Use the getSObjectName method on the S object class to get the S object name. Option D. Use a try-catch construct to cast the S object into one of the three S object types. Correct answer is option B. Next question is, what should a developer use to implement an automatic approval process submission for cases? Option A. An assignment rule of this. Option B. Scheduled Apex. Option C. Process builder. Option D. A workflow rule. Correct answer is option C. Next question is, when viewing a quote, the sales representative wants to easily see how many discounted items are included in the quote line items. What should a developer do to meet this requirement? Option A. Create a trigger on the quote object that queries the quantity field on discounted quote line items. Option B. Create a workflow rule on the quote line item object that updates a field on the parent quote when the item is discounted. Option C. Create a roll-up summary field on the quote object that performs a sum on the quote line item quantity field filtered for only discounted quote line items. Option D. Create a formula field on the quote object that performs a sum on the quote line item quantity field filtered for only discounted quote line items. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a developer wants to get access to the standard price book in the org while writing a test class that covers an opportunity line item triggers. Which method allows access to the price book? Option A. Use test.getStandardPriceBookId method to get the standard price book ID. Option B. Use at isTest see all data is equals to true and delete the existing standard price book. Option C. Use test.loadData method and a static resource to load a standard price book. Option D. Use at testVisible to allow the test method to see the standard price book. Correct answer is option A.